Stitchy friends. This is Deborah, Stitching Granny of 17. I want to thank all my subscribers. We have 603 subscribers. Yay! Thank you all for subscribing. I want to encourage you, if you haven't subscribed, because 2/3 of my viewers have not subscribed yet. So I want to encourage you, please subscribe. If you don't hit the notifications, the bell on when you click subscribe, it gives you a choice, either some, none, or all. So if you choose what you want, you may not even get notifications. But please subscribe and hit the thumbs up. And don't forget to comment. I want to show you, before we get going, my tool of the day. This tool I love when I cross stitch. I don't know if you all have seen these. This is by Clover. It is a threader. They can still be found on Etsy, and this closes. This is the one I keep by my chair. I really love this thing because these eyes just don't see like they used to. And I've got some starts, I've got some finishes, I have some fully finishes. I have one that was started and fully finished since the last time that I've seen y'all. All right, to start with, let me show you some of my previous finishes that I finally fully finished. Here's one of them. And this is the Vintage Christmas by Lori Holt. And I did this on 14 count Aida. I'm not sure of the color. I believe it's oat. And it's by Swigart. So that turned out pretty good. I just gave it a quilted finish. Here's the back of it. I like to finish my my cross stitches into quilted finishes. Now when I hang it, I got a loose thread. When I hang it, I may put a bow on the hanger just above it. I'm not too much into real cutesy type of things because I don't want dust collectors. This I can take air hose that my husband had given me for inside, and sometimes he takes them outside and hoses them off. So that way I don't have to wash them. But if I hose them off with the air gun every season when I take them down, then they usually don't need to be washed. But I love the binding on this. And then the next one is one that I showed previously as finished, but I finally fully finished it. And this is Lori Holt too. This is Pumpkins for Sale. And I'll insert the patterns so you can see which one it is. But this was a fun stitch. I also did this as a quilted wall hanging. I want you to see this real bright colored sleeve I have on the back. I just use what I have. I don't like to have to go out and buy something cutesy for the back when the back's really not going to be seen. I envy all those that can afford to get the backs and make them beautiful. But yeah, my money can be better spent elsewhere. All right, here's another one that I had started the last time that we got together, and I fully finished this one. This is by Primrose Cottage Stitches. This is Autumn Rules. And I had a difficult time trying to read the symbols on the pattern, but Primrose reached out to me and asked me if they could make it better. So I really appreciate them getting back in touch with me. And I didn't really want to give them any bad, reputation because they're really sweet people and their patterns are wonderful. So if you haven't checked out Primrose Cottage Stitches, go check them out. They have a website, Etsy page, and they also have a floss tube, and they haven't been able to do one in a few months, but they just came back and did one. So go check them out. They have some fun stitch-alongs. I believe they're Christmas letters, and I have that one. And I believe I'm going to do the stitch-along with them. All right, here's something that's not cross-stitch related, but I wanted to show you that I've fully finished. And this is for a loved one that lost their dad. And I wanted to make them a pillow that they can hug. And it says, "This is a shirt I used to wear. When you hold it, know I'm there. Love, Dad." And I did this with an embroidery machine. But those make good memory pillows. All right, I had some Stitchy Kindness. I actually won a few things in some other floss tubes. And one was with Kia B and Tech Guy from the Hive. And they were really sweet. They sent me a really sweet card. And here's the card. And then I received this kit. It's After the Rain. And I'll insert a picture so you can see it better. And it's by Liz Matthews. And this one is also by Liz Matthews, Old Friends. Those ought to be pretty fun to stitch. I believe those little rainbows, if I do it on a small enough count, I can turn them into a covered button. That might be really cute. So thank you, Kia B and Tech Guy. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So go check them out. And then I was watching Crafty Cat Stitcher. Her name is Kathy. And she was celebrating her goal in reaching a milestone of subscribers. So she had a giveaway and I entered and then I won. And it was a lovely little bag. And here I just gave one away. Lavana, congratulations. Happy birthday. You're supposed to be getting your bag today. I can't wait to see how you like it. All right, this is the bag that Kathy made that I won. And she made this scissor fob. And she gave me some scissors to go with the scissor fob. And I just have it hanging on the bag right now. And then she also gave me the ring holder for my floss. And so that is really sweet too. I believe she makes these. And she also sent me a couple of patterns. And here's this one. And I'll insert a picture so you can see it better. And she also sent me a lovely little card. And it says, "Hello. Thank you, Kathy. That was very sweet of you to send this to me. Thank you so much." So go check out Crafty Cat Stitcher. Oh, also there was a needle minder on here too. So, and then I had just a little bit of haul. I wanted to show the ornament book magazine that I got. And I'm looking forward to stitching up some of these. All right, I want to thank y'all for giving the love to little Emma that she co-hosted with me last time. I believe she wants to come back and do it again. All right, now we need to go on to my whips. And, well, before we go to my whips, here's one little tiny finish. And that was the Lori Holt stitch card. And then I started another frame. Now look, y'all. See, it's supposed to look like this. But look at mine. I made a mistake. But rather than ripping it out, I made up my own border. Who's going to know the difference? So I just played around with it. And that's going to be the snow globe that goes in that one. And then Brenda Gervais, the brick house, I finished or caught up with September's and did a few stitches more. So now I've got to move on and do October's, but I may move down rather than doing the house next, since I've already started over here. Rather than rehooping and rehooping, I think I'm just going to move down here and move over. So I'm probably going to do things just a little bit different, but that's okay. And then, let's see, the Harvest House. Yeah. And I forget who it's by. I'll have a picture of the pattern right there. I did make a little bit of headway with this. This is on 22 count white Aida. So I'm going to have to change the color of my house because I have a white fabric. It was supposed to be a gray fabric. I didn't read the directions. So, oh well. And remember, I had started the brick house before. And I told you all the story about that last time. So this time, instead of 28 count, I'm doing it on 14 count Aida. And I coffee dyed it. And then we're moving on to Kringles. I did make a little bit of progress with Kringles. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. And here's my progress. I did frame out this window and did the floor. And then these little desserts, I guess they are. They're pies and stuff. So I got that done. And then what I started was October trucking along. And I've got the top part finished. And I don't do Halloween. I'm sorry, I just don't do it. So I struggled with this one of how I could change it up. So I think I came up with the idea of what I wanted to do to be able to change it up, but yet still make it cutesy because of candy and fall colors. I believe my truck will be purple. And I forgot about two fully finishes because one of them I started and finished. Here's the one that I started and finished. And that's Country Cottage Needleworks monthly sampler, and this is October. And here it is here. And I did this one on 14 count Aida. And I'll insert what kind of fabric it was right there. And it's the same fabric, I believe, as I did this waxing moon. I showed you the finish on it last time, and now I finally have it on the board. So I've got it ready, and that's just on a little easel thing from Hobby Lobby. Well, it's been fun today. I want to thank y'all for joining me today. And I'm looking, where did I put it? There it is. Oh, goodness. I know Niecy Lynn, she was talking a couple of weeks ago, and she was saying how when she's at church, that's when people raise their hands, she just kind of cuts her eyes at them. She says that the pews were made with the rounded edges to bury your thumbs under so you don't lift your hands up. I laughed at that. Niecy Lynn, that is so cute. You would have a field day at my church. I was born and raised traditional Baptist, where if anyone said amen, it was the men, but they kind of said it under their breath, where the next person beside them couldn't hear it. And then when I married my husband, He was a Church of God preacher at one time, a Church of God of Prophecy preacher at one time. And we decided we were going to go to Church of God. And when I entered into the Church of God, I was nervous. You know, there's stories. Oh, they're pew jumpers. They, they're crazy people. No, it's all rumors. That's not the way it is. Yes, we do raise our hands, but raising our hands is a symbol of surrender. Christ was put on the cross and his arms were raised. So we surrender ourselves to God so that he can use us. And I wanted to read from Psalms 102. Hear my prayer, O Lord, and let my cry come unto thee. Hide not thy face from me in the day when I am in trouble. Incline thine ear unto me in the day when I call, and answer me speedily. You know, if we wait until we're in trouble before we seek God's wisdom, will he absolutely answer us like that? I don't know. I don't think so. It's my feeling that if I serve God and serve him diligently every day, and I come across something that I need him, I'm going to seek for him, and I'm going to look in his word, and I'm going to be praying diligently, and I'm going to be waiting on him to provide me with the answers. He's not a God of confusion. He's a God of love and peace. So when you're faced up with obstacles, you wait for the peace before you do anything. So I feel like that if I serve him daily and I look in his word and I read his word, because every time I read through the Bible and I start it again, I find something new. And it's bewildering at times because, Lord, how come I didn't see that the last time that I read through the Bible? And every year when I don't have a certain schedule, I don't have a schedule that I have to follow that I'll read the Bible through in exactly a year. Sometimes I read the Bible through in 10 months. Sometimes I read the Bible through more than that. Sometimes it's over a year. It's however God directs me to read. And if he wants me to dwell on a place, then I dwell on it. But I do not have any idea how many times I have read the Bible through. But I want to encourage you just to start off reading one scripture a day. Make it become a habit. And once it becomes a habit, then you're going to find that you're going to want to read more and more and more. So make him part of your day. Start it off with him. End it with him. And rejoice in him. So God bless y'all and have a wonderful, blessed day. Bye.